Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mataair Izzata. I'm a communication studies student at Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and I'm a participant of a research PR course. In this video, I'm going to explain about communication audit. So, for the first, I'm going to explain the concept of the communication audit. Communication auditing is a scientific and professional study that can be likened to health diagnosis in a general checkup conducted by a doctor or a financial audit conducted by a certified accountant. Audit communication are conducted by following the rules of scientific research and have a specific purpose, namely to produce recommendations that can be used for a specific purpose, which is to produce recommendations that can be used to improve or change policies or improve or change the organization's communication policies or communication systems of the organizations. Communication audit is generally conducted using the survey method, but supplemented and compared with other methods, such as in-depth interviews, network analysis, duty study, and other methods analysis of communication episode channels in organizations, or ECCO, episode communication channels in organizations analysis, and focus group discussion. The analyzed data must be evaluated to determine what follow-up steps are needed. To summarize, communication audit is conducted to develop intervention strategies to improve implementation of the organization's communication system. This means that communication audits are conducted when organizational communication is not running effectively and efficient and therefore suspected to cause disturbances in the achievement of organizational goals. Now, I'm going to explain why communication audit is important. According to Emmanuel, 1985-49, here are some reasons why conducting communication audit is important. The first, executives develop policies or new communication practices. The second, the executive needs new regulations and new provisions on the role of communications and the budget required. The third, the executive needs restructuring or developing new communication function. The fourth, the executive faced unrest, even employee unrest due to communication breakdown. The fifth, the organization undergoes major changes in the direction or structure of the communication. The sixth, obtained recommendations for basic communication skills training for management and employees. In short, the result of a communication audit can provide information that is critical to the efficiency, credibility, and economy of communication policies, practices, and programs. Audits also provide useful data for the development or restructuring of communication functions, guidelines, and budgets. Now, I'm going to explain the data collecting technique. The first, the questionnaire survey. The questionnaire made is not too long and not too short. To determine the length or shortness of the questionnaire needed, the following considerations are needed as follows. The first, the range of organizational power required to complete the questionnaire. The second, the amount of time available to process the information collected from the questionnaire. The third, special tips such as minimizing the font so that the questionnaire is not too long. Questionnaire answers are objective and unbiased. The second technique is interview. The main purpose of interviews is to check, test, or complement data obtained through other measurement tools. The third technique, network analysis technique. Basically, it aims to map communication activities that involve respondents in the organization or work unit both formally and informally. In the formal network, respondents are asked to think back about communication related to the formal structure of the organization, such as committee meetings, staff meetings, memos, oral or written announcements, and circulars. While the informal network, respondents were asked to think about the times they were involved in the communication structures of chatting. The fourth technique is communication experience. In analyzing communication experiences, respondents are asked to describe communication events that are considered as typical examples incidents of successful or failed communication events. From the description and types of events submitted by the respondent can be drawn a set of typical examples of communication in the organization so that it can be explained why communication in a unit, department, or organization is a success or failure. The fifth technique is communication diary. In this method, each respondent is asked to make notes in a diary for 1 week about all communication activities carried out. For the next is some of infographics and example of communication audit. Well, I guess that's all from me. I'm sorry if there is any mistake. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great day.